Today, I'm going to show you a warm-up that you can use before you go out walking or before you start any exercise program. So we're going to start with some basic breathing. We're going to place one hand in your abdomen and one hand on your chest. And we're going to just start with some deep breaths, and we're going to try to, as we inhale, relax the belly and just let the air flow and let the belly kind of push out a little bit. So inhale through your nose, and the belly just kind of expands. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull that breath, we're going to draw it up into our chest. Feel those ribs expand out to the side, and then we're going to slowly exhale, and we're going to breathe out through our mouth. And we're going to do it again. Inhale through the nose, let the belly relax and fill. Draw the air up into your chest. Expand those ribs and slowly exhale through the mouth. And the belly and the chest just relax and pull in. Breathe in through the nose. Draw the air up into your chest. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Draw it up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Belly expands. Draw the breath up. Expand the ribs. Exhale through the mouth. And relax. Great. Let's start moving. Start with a little marching for a very low impact, low intensity cardiovascular warm-up. So we're getting the heart rate going just a little bit faster so we can deliver that oxygenated blood to the muscles, out to the limbs. We're using the large muscles of the body, those large leg muscles. We're pumping our arms. We're just standing nice and tall. Try to look at your posture. Bring your head in line with your shoulders so your ears are over your shoulders. And your shoulders are over your hips and your hips are over the feet. There we go. Just keep marching. And we're going to be doing this for 5 minutes. There you go. Keep marching. So we can do some other things while we're moving. We can just do some side steps. There we go. Now, I have a chair near me in case I get tired. I can sit down. You can march in a chair. That is just fine. And then when you're ready to stand back up, or you can do the whole thing in a chair. I also have a big blue stability ball next to me. We're going to finish the last 5 minutes of our warm-up doing a little bit of stability ball workout. And if you don't want to do that or you don't have a ball, you can go right back to the marching in place. Fantastic. March it out again. Pump those arms. Very good. So you can just stay right here. Keep it nice and low level. You don't need to push yourself too much. This is just a warm-up. If you want, let's go ahead and march and lift the knees a little higher. Up, 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 up. There you go. Lift, lift, lift. If you want just a little bit more, you can reach your arms up. There we go. Lift that knee. Flex your foot. Draw that leg nice and high. Great. Your arms get tired, you can just bring them onto your hips. Your legs get tired, go right back to that marching. Let's just do a couple more. Last set. Right leg and left leg. And march it out again. Fantastic. Let's go back to those side steps. So just side to side. And now we're just putting our hands on the hips, giving them a little bit of a rest. Great. Side to side stepping. This is good for your leg muscles, both your outer leg and your inner. This is good for your balance. Transferring the weight from side to side. Just tapping that toe. And let's march it out one more time. Great. So the next thing I want us to do is we're going to bring it down. And we're just going, you can hold on to something for balance, or you can put your hands on your hips. I just want you to keep your knee down and kick yourself in the rear with your heel. We're going to flex that foot, keep the knee down, you're not bringing it up. And you're going to feel a really good stretch in the front of your leg. And now we're activating those big, large muscles in the back of your legs, called the hamstrings. There we go. And if you want, you can go side to side. And as you do these more times, these videos, you'll know what's coming up and you can go right to this. Okay, so work at your own level. Fantastic. All right, we're almost done this little cardiovascular warm-up. I want us to finish by just marching it out and pump those arms. Great. So we have about 30 more seconds. So let's try to do a little heel dig. Let's go down and down. So I'm bending my supporting leg and I'm just kind of tapping the heel in front of me. So my leg that's tapping is a straight leg. And I'm shifting my weight from one leg to the other and just call these little heel digs. Great. So now you're kind of actively stretching the lower leg. Feel that in the back of the leg, the calf. Also stretching the bottom of the foot. Let's do one more and then let's march it out and pump it out. Fantastic. Okay, so we've done a little cardiovascular warm-up. We've done some breathing. Now I want us just to do a head-to-toe range of motion warm-up. So this is getting those joints loosened up, and it's an active range of motion. So we're going to be moving through these movements. We're not using any resistance. So let's just start with our head. We're going to just look down and look up. And look down and look up. Obviously, if you have any neck issues, you should always just follow your doctor's advice and don't push and don't strain. Don't do anything if there's any pain. Just stop and join us at a different part. One more time. Great. Head in neutral. Now let's look side to side and side to side and side to side. Last set. Left and right. Great. Let's do a shoulder shrug. Bring those shoulders up and press them down. Really exaggerate the motion. Press them up, pull them up, shorten up the neck, bring the shoulders up toward the ears, and then push them down. Reach those fingers down to the ground. Up and down. Last time. Up and down. Let's reach those arms out, and let's just do some little arm circles. Very good. Now remember, you can do this sitting in a chair if you want. Not too big, just reaching it back a few more times. And now we're going to reach forward, and we're reversing. Now remember, those ears are, those shoulders are pushing down. There we go, nice long neck. That's it. One more, and release. Fantastic. Let's turn our palms forward, and let's reach back just a little bit. And now let's do a reach up to the sky. We're doing a standing snow angel. Reach back and bring it back down. Let's inhale now as we lift. And let's exhale. Let's inhale. And let's exhale. Two more times. Inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. and exhale. Very nice. So let's bring our feet just a little wider, and let's just tilt our hips under just a little bit. Pull the belly button in, hands on your hips, and we're going to reach across the body. So we're going to reach across, feel a good stretch into the hip, and then pull that elbow back and stretching out the chest. Reach across and pull it back. Reach across and pull it back. Last one, reach across and pull it back. Other side, reach across and pull it back. So look how I'm kind of pushing the palm away from the body. Just gives a better stretch in the arms. And draw that elbow all the way back to stretch the chest. Fantastic. Let's reach this arm up, and now we're reaching down the leg with the straight arm. My left arm, my right arm is reaching up and just over. I'm not sinking into the left side. I'm not crunching. I'm stretched and elongated. Breathe in and out. Lift up again. Inhale. Let's hold it, but keep breathing. And exhale. Other side. Reaching down with the right hand. Left arm is lifting up and over. Nice elongated stretch. Kind of reaching up as we go over. And come down. Over. And come down. A couple more. Reach. Feel it all the way into the hip. And down. Last one. Reach. And down. Roll those shoulders back. Fantastic. Now interlace your fingers, and I want you to reach up over your head. Pull those arms back. So that's a good stretch for the arms. And we're just going to circle the upper body without moving the hips. Your feet are anchored into the ground. Your hips are in a vice, and just your upper body is just circling a little bit. That's it. If that's too much, you can just put your hands on your head, behind your head, and just circle a little bit. Let's go the other direction. And release. Fantastic. Shake that out. Good. Feet a little closer together, about hip width apart. I want you to reach your hands down and just do some wrist circles and go the other direction. Great. I want you to reach your arms out. Just point down and flex up. Point down and flex up. Point down and flex up. One more time. Point down and flex up. Palms up. Bring them up. Depress those shoulders. And now I want you to put your palms facing forward. Make a fist and then release. Make a fist and release. Make a fist, release. Make a fist, release, and bring it down. Great. Woo! Shake out those legs a little bit. Okay, so feet slightly apart. Bend those knees. And let's just do some hip circles. There we go. And we're going to the other side, reverse. There we go. Two more. Last one. Fantastic. And come back up. So feet just a little closer, about hip width apart. We're just going to bend our knees. And you can put a chair or a countertop right in front of you. Do it behind the couch. Keep your feet flat on the ground. And your knees are not going beyond your toes. Your back is straight. We're not leaning forward. We're just going down. You're feeling a little bit of tension and bend in the ankles and in the back of the ankle as well. There we go. Again, warming up the legs, large muscles of the legs, but also working on our flexibility of the ankles. One more time. Great. Fantastic. And finally, let's come over to the wall or the chair, and let's just do some heel raises. So we're going up as high as you can and down. Go up high as you can and down, high as you can and down. Last one, high as you can and down. So continuing working on the ankles, flex that foot, and let's just do some ankle circles. It is real important for our balance to have good flexibility in our ankles and to have strong ankles. So we're really focusing on them right now. Flex that foot and come down. Straighten out that other leg, flex that foot, good stretch in the calf, circle, and circle the other way. There we go. Flex and bring it down. To finish up our warm-up, this is optional. I have the stability ball, and this is a great way to increase lymphatic flow in your body. And to start safely, we sit on the ball. Our knees are about 90 degrees bent. Our hips should be level with our knees. And if not, you should put a little bit more air in the ball. And we're just going to start with just a little bit of bouncing. There we go. And like I said, you can be holding on to a chair and just do it behind the chair for balance. Safety is very important. What is happening is those deep spinal muscles and abdominal muscles that make up your core are activating. And they're just kind of going, oh, hello. You want me to move. You're using me. And they're making just a little bit of contraction. And we're just kind of getting them engaged. And we're getting them, moving. Going to get them stronger. And it's like lacing up a corset and tightening it up. That's what activating our core. That's what we mean by working on your core muscle, engaging your core. We're cinching up that corset, and that gives us strength in our body, strength in our spine, good posture, and makes our everyday life so much easier. All of our activities of daily living are so much easier when we have a strong core. We don't get as tired. We don't have to work as hard on all our movements. So this is just a way to start getting those muscles activated and engaged, and it's fun. You're just bouncing up and down. I'm going to turn towards you to keep bouncing if you have a ball. And this might be something you want to get. So I can pump my arms. And where I'm going with this is you could do this for your warm-up instead. Instead of marching, you can sit on the ball. Fantastic. So my feet are flat on the ground. Both feet are flat on the ground. And if you take one foot off the ground, always leave one foot on the ground. So if I were to do a little tap, only one foot went off the ground. Another tap. Okay. And tap and tap. Okay, so these are just some things that you can do for those 5 minutes before we do our head to toe range of motion. And this activates your core. What a great way to get going. And remember, you can just don't have any arms. Okay? That's it. And come on down. Okay, our warm-up is done. So you can use that just as a way to wake up, or now go off for your walk, your morning or evening walk. Take care.